Does something look different? I hope it looks different, right? Right. You'll find out why in a second. Okay, so first, number one, I want to apologize for not making any videos all summer, because like last summer I was like, I'll be able to make weekly videos, it'll be great. And then summer turned out way more chaotic than I ever thought it was going to happen. So that's why I haven't made a video in 2 months. And then, I don't know if you'll be able to hear them, the rugby team's practicing outside my window, so that's great. Rugby team, where'd that come in? I'm at college now. I mean, this is just speed, catch up on my life. I'm at college, that's why my background looks like this. I have a roommate, she's not here right now, obviously. And I'm sorry, my background is my closet because I was trying to figure out other stuff in the room and it just didn't work, so this is what I got. These are all my books for school. Those are my other books. That's my other stuff. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to my life now. I'm in college. So, hopefully, like, seriously, I want this to keep going. I really do, but we'll just see what happens. It was first day of classes today, and I just got I was like, oh my gosh, I've got so much stuff to read. This is great. I mean, my high school prepared me. It was hard, but, like, I was like, overload first day of classes, and I still have 3 more classes tomorrow that I haven't been in yet. Anyway, so that is the update on my life. I want this to continue as long as possible because honestly, like, I want to be a theology major, possibly also history. So, like, I want to be able to keep sharing you guys stuff with you guys about what I'm learning. Not that any of the stuff that I've learned previously or shared previously is super intellectual, but you never know. We'll see how this goes. I mean, who knows? I might end up, like, processing my homework with a video. We'll see what happens. Anyway, all that being said, we're going on to a very non-intellectual topic. This is kind of just like fun stuff. Like I said, I haven't done anything really with this summer. So we're just going to have some fun today in this video. What are we going to talk about? We're talking about babies. I love babies. And what specifically about babies? How they teach us in the spiritual life. I mean, if you clicked on the title, it might have helped. So I have 2 baby brothers. Well, baby as in one is 4 and one is 2. Unfortunately, I didn't make this video, I was at home, so they can't be in this video. But I wanted that to happen, but it's not going to happen. But they have taught me many things, and I'm not the first person to make parallels about babies in the spiritual life. But these are personal examples that have happened in my life with my brothers. So number one, well, this is a general thing, but like number one is waking up in the morning. Like this morning, I had like 7.5 hours of sleep. It was probably the last good night of sleep I'll have in a while. But and I woke up. I was like, I don't want to get up. This is awful. But it's like nobody wants to get up in the morning. At least not the night owls. I mean, I'm trying to work on being a morning person, but it's a process. But most of us, like, when babies wake up, they won't be cuddled, they won't be hugged, or else they're going to start screaming and crying. And most of us don't have a person to come and cuddle us, because, you know, being a single lady, I don't, at least. But it kind of can be one of those things to maybe make it easier in the morning, is, like, Christ. Obviously, I'm not comparing prayer to Jesus cuddling us, but one of my mentors a long time ago, well, high school, but she said, sometimes you just need to let Jesus massage you, calm you down, and bring you peace. So I had the blessing of having a chapel, like a 2-minute walk from my dorm room, and not everybody has that, but you can still have that sit in Christ's presence, not physically, and when he's in the tabernacle, but like he's in your heart. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but if you receive him every day or every week at Mass, he's there. And so just let him calm you down and bring you peace. Just start with 5 minutes of quiet time a day with him, or either read scripture or just like sit with him, talk to him about what's going to happen that day. Anything, just start with 5 minutes and then maybe expand 10, 15, like, it'll make your day so much better. I have this quote by Mother Teresa. I'm going to read because it's really, really beautiful and I really like it. Love to pray, feel often during the day the need for prayer, and take the trouble to pray. Prayer enlarges the heart until it is capable of containing God's gift of himself. Ask and seek, and your heart will grow big enough to receive him and keep him as your own. So there's that. Just like start your day with Christ. Start your day with the person who loves you the most in the world, and it'll make your day way better. Okay, number 2. What am I doing? Okay, these babies have this thing called the oral phase. Now it's usually when they're like 1 and 2 years old, but like everything goes in their mouth. Everything they touch goes in their mouth, and you're just like, why? It's the way they learn, but you're like, what are you gonna learn by putting that plastic object that could choke you in your mouth that you're gonna die? But so you're just like, what's going on? But so babies have this phase. But if you think about, what do we as Catholics put in our mouths on a regular basis, or have put in our mouths if you receive on the tongue, like you should. Okay, I need to stop. I'll do another video on that at some point. But the Eucharist. The Eucharist is placed in our mouths. We receive Jesus Christ's body, blood, soul, and divinity in our mouths. What does that teach us about Him? It teaches us that He is so willing to have this vulnerable, unconditional love for us. Like, that is, you think, okay, you being put in somebody's mouth, that's weird, but like, if you're letting somebody in a sense, possess you, not, or like have possession of you, because if you think about it, Jesus, by letting Himself be this little, look like a little host, that's being super vulnerable. Like, anything could happen, including desecration, but that's bad, obviously. But instead, we just learn that Jesus is trying to give us Himself. He's giving us Himself, and so that's what, like, I'm comparing the babies eating everything to like the Eucharist getting me there. Okay, awesome. Number 3. Baby temper tantrums. I'm sure everybody has either experienced this with a younger sibling or seen it in a grocery store. Babies freaking out because their mom is not letting them do something that they want to do. And usually it's for their own good. Now, where does this come in? Detachment, acceptance. The Lord has been teaching me a lot about detachment and acceptance in this past year, of just like detaching from people that I love, detaching from stuff that I love, detaching and like just accepting what's going on in my life. Is it fun? No. Everybody goes through this. But the whole point is, half the time babies have temper tantrums because their mom's not letting them have something that they want, that the mom is saying it's not good for you. And that's what Jesus is doing. Like, I look at a baby scream on the ground, and I'm like, that's me interiorly when Jesus is, like, taking away a person I love. Like, I don't get to see this person every day now because I'm at college. That kind of thing. So, what you really need to do is stop having the temper tantrum and accept it, and calm down. And then same thing after temper tantrum, usually like mom cuddle baby, like let Jesus hold you and just say, look, I'm sorry, I know it hurts, I know this is hard, but it's gonna be okay because I am here with you. Like, Jesus is always gonna be here with you. So even if that person is being taken away, or that whatever is being taken away, He's still there with you. And that's something that I have learned a lot. It's like, Jesus is always next to you. You're our guardian angel too. Like, He's your best bud. He never leaves your side. He's great. Guardian angels are amazing. Okay, so this one, those are kind of like more general, like baby. Okay, these are going to be more personal, and I think they're adorable. They're also my baby brothers, so of course I think they're adorable. Okay, so the youngest kid, number two, he's 2 years old. There we go, Michael. He loves being held, and he has like, I mean, this also might be like a general thing, but like babies. Not babies. Where am I going with this? He always says, he's like, hold me, hold me. He's either to mom or to me or to an adult, just like, hold me, hold me. Excuse me, 5 o'clock. Hold me, hold me. He just keeps saying, hold me. He wants to be held, he wants to be cuddled, that physical contact. And I mean, I keep saying this in this video, but just like that, letting Jesus carry you in the moments when it's hard, or when you're exhausted and tired. Just like, hold me, Jesus. This is hard. I can't carry this cross right now, so can you carry me? Number 5. This is Joseph. He's 4 years old, 4.5. This kid has the best one-liners ever, but this is not about one of his one-liners. Okay, so this is funny. So because I had this video in the back of my mind. I've had it for a very long time in the back of my mind, and so whenever something would happen, I would kind of just like jot down, oh, I can use this in the video. And I wrote down, Joseph kissing my leg, and I don't remember the context. I'm pretty sure, like, he accidentally not hurt my leg, but, like, smacked it or something, or I stubbed my toe, or something like that, like, something stupid, and I was like, ow, that hurt. And Joseph, being the sweetest kid on the face of the planet, just, like, kisses my foot immediately, no hesitation. He's 4. Like, no adult or person over the age of, like, 6 would ever do that. Because there's, like, ooh, that's disgusting, there's something holding us back, I don't know, pride, something like that, maybe? He has this, like, just innocent, childlike humility that doesn't hesitate to do something which would be repulsive to us, to adults. And it's so beautiful, because he was just like, you're hurting, I want to make you feel better, this kiss is going to make you feel better, so I'm going to do it. He didn't hesitate. It was adorable. I was like, my baby. Okay, so this last one, number 6, was fairly recent. So, of course, I moved into college last week. And so, lots of packing, lots of boxes, plenty of everywhere. So, it was like one day or two before I was left, and Michael, so it was actually really cool. So the way my room was set up, with the desk, there was my desk against the wall, and then there was a little wooden bar that was on the wall for whatever reason, and I had a Divine Mercy picture, little one. Actually, do I have it? It's somewhere around here. I mean, I do have it. It's somewhere over there. But I had it propped up against the wall, and Michael, whenever, lots of times would come up and curl up on my lap while I was like, dude, I'm trying to do homework, I'm trying to read, I'm trying to do stupid stuff on the computer, so it's fine. But he noticed when he did it that I had taken the picture, I had packed it away in a box. He's like, Jesus, where's Jesus? It's like, wow, he noticed that Jesus wasn't there anymore. And then it's like, well, it's in that box, and I pointed to one of the boxes, and so he's like, open it. I'm like, dude, it's already taped shut, it's packed in this box with, like, 20 other things, I don't want to open it. It's like, open it. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. So I open it, and he finds it, and he takes it out, and it was just, like, this beautiful thing of, like, he noticed that Jesus was not in the normal spot, the normal spot where he has been for the past year, while I've been in that room. And then he went and made me, like, he hunted for it. And we should have that same, like, eager search for Jesus. Like, noticing, well, Jesus is never not with us, but, like, noticing weird things. Like, noticing things that are off, and then, like, searching for Jesus. Mostly I'm going to be focusing on that, like, searching for Jesus, and that persistence of just, like, looking for him. Even when it's, like, me, I don't want to open the box. It's already taped shut. This is dumb. Well, no, it's not dumb. Michael wants to go find Jesus. It was just so adorable and precious moment. Now, why do I say all this? Why am I all, like, just going on? Do I want to rant about how awesome my babies are? Or not my babies, my baby brothers. They're not mine, I promise. But why am I doing that? Because Jesus tells us to become like kids. Jesus tells us, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven unless you become like a child. Now, is that throwing temper tantrums when we don't get our way? No. It's the childlike innocence and purity that kids have, the trust, the total trust that they have in their parents. Like, those tiny babies, like, babies that are, like, this big. Those kind of babies, like, they're trusting that you're not going to drop them. And it's that kind of trust that you want to have in Christ. Okay? Now, take all these things that I just talked about and implement them in their life. Okay? Cool. Cool. So, I keep saying this, but I want to do weekly videos, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Pray that they keep going. I mean, it's just whenever I have the room alone, and whenever I don't have a amount of homework, or I can just ignore the amount of homework for an hour. So we'll see what happens with the videos. I really want to keep them going, and I'm so sorry about this summer. So, whatever the Lord wants to do with this YouTube channel, he will do with this YouTube channel. Okay, guys? Cool. All that being said, get holy and have fun doing it.